Hey, you guys, it's Lanija Bright. Welcome to Renewed Mind Ministries. And the objective of today is to blossom into your raw truth. Blossom into your raw truth. Now, it's so easy to end up putting up a facade. It's so easy to lie. It's so easy to cap to make it look like you are living one way but realistically this way, to look like you are happy when realistically you're depressed, to look like you are the life of the party when realistically you are crying out for help. It is so easy not to be honest about who you are, your identity, etc. So the word on today is blossom into your raw truth. Not even just on a case of a facade, but even on the embracing who you are, embracing what has happened to you, embracing in a way that you are actually going to God about it, so that you are not letting shame and condemnation beat you up. Letting shame and condemnation, which are tactics of the enemy, come in to sift you of your identity, to come in and sift you of being honest about who you are and where you are and where you have been. So for me, I really want to be able to tell you guys that embrace it. Things have happened to you, embrace it. You have gone through trials and tribulations that is not fair, embrace it. You have been betrayed, you have been belittled, you have been the black sheep, embrace it. You have been the one who got the short end of the stick when you were giving your all, embrace it. You have been the one that was overlooked, embrace it. You have been the one that did not know exactly who you was for a period of a second, so you had to explore some things to figure out exactly who you was, embrace it. Embrace it. Know that all things that has happened to you will work for your good if you do not allow it to harden your heart or make you become bitter. That's where the embracing it comes in at. Because if you allow those things to harden your heart and let you become bitter, now you're dealing with unforgiveness, now you're dealing with pride, now you're dealing with ego, now you're dealing with deception, now you're dealing with all of these other things that is, of course, sins, of course, unnecessary, and of course take you out of alignment with where God is trying to position you to go. There is times when you have to deal with father wounds because your dad left, or because your dad beat on you. Because in my case, your dad beat on you, your dad molested you, your dad was your monster, and things like that. And you didn't have the love of a father. Or the father figure that you had dropped the ball a few times, and it has shaped who you are as a man. When you have seen the father figure in your life beating on women, hitting on women, and it's causing a conflict in your beliefs. It's causing a resentment in your heart. It's causing unforgiveness to live there and dwell there when, we're supposed to be walking in love. But because you have a standard or a reason to justify it, you're holding on to that hurt. You're holding on to that pain, that resentment, and the things that you don't like and the ill wills that you feel. Embrace all of that. Embrace all of that hurt, that pain, that irritation, that unforgiveness. Embrace it. It's real. It's real. It was some hurts that has happened, and it is real. Embrace it. Now, in the midst of you embracing it, feel it. Feel it wholeheartedly. But don't stay there. Feel it. Go to God about it. Allow Him to heal that spot. The thing about allowing God to heal things is that it's some things that He's going to reveal to you that has happened that you have tried to block out of your memory. There are some encounters that you're going to happen that's going to trigger that exact memory, that exact moment that's going to make you feel like you are there again. It was a moment before I got my last car that I was on a bus, and I was taking a very familiar route. Actually, it was a route that I took as a kid. Now, my dad, he was my abuser, and so his mother was acting as an enabler in the time because she also feared him. And she got on that bus. She got on the bus. And I felt like that little kid again who was being abused, that little kid again that had fear instilled by this woman, that little kid who was trembling, and I was a grown woman. Thought I was over the situation, thought I had healed from it, but I hadn't really had to confront her in that case. Anytime that I knew I was going to confront her, it was already, I was prepped for it. This, on the other hand, felt like an ambush because in my phone, I look up and she's getting on the bus, and I'm like, oh my God, there's nowhere for me to go. It's no way for me to avoid her, no way of escape, it felt like. So at that moment, now here I am able to talk to you about it, because there are going to be some triggers in life that's going to put you back in that moment where you realize that the kid in you hasn't even healed. That the child in you that had to endure the abuse, that endured the rape, that endured the molestation, that endured the shame, that endured the guilt, that child in you still is not healed, still isn't whole. So now you're trying to walk as an adult whole, and you are having a hard time. Now you're acting out the rage. Now you are having trust issues. Now you are putting up walls that protected you before, that is now a hindrance to where God is trying to take you. It's blocking you from your blessing. It's blocking you from the good people that God is putting in your life. It's blocking you from the angels that God is putting in your life. The people that is meant to come in and pour life into you, but you're afraid to let them get any closer because, hey, the people that has been the closest to you have done you the worst. You're scared to reveal your vulnerabilities and where you really are in life, because before when you try to do it, before you try to open up, people have used it against you. People use it as if it was a whole weakness, when realistically you like, man, I should have just kept that to myself like I've been doing. Like, by all means. That's also where discernment comes in as well. Asking the Lord, Father, is this person sent by you? And this, that, and the third. But that's just a way of protecting yourself, as you know. But live and learn, bump your head, live and learn. Now you know what to do next time. But don't harden your heart. Because God will give you godly counsel and people around you to be able to pour out what's going on in you, to be able to confess your sins, to be able to confess where you are, because He has a word to give you from them. So I'm going to just go ahead and set this here, that God is the God of all comfort. And He said in Second Corinthians that we go through trials and tribulations, we go through things so that we can be able to exemplify God in it by comforting another. By comforting another. So God comforted us. We know to be able to, as I'm doing today, give the word to someone else, that God will be able to comfort you through this. I know, because I've been there. This isn't somebody that's like, oh, there, you'll get over it. This is somebody that done been through some stuff, that's been through things similar to what you've been through. And it's one of them, oh, well, if I can do it, you can do it too. I've been through the situation of being homeless. I've been through the situation of being through suicidal depression. I've had a suicide attempt. I've been on the streets. I've lived on my own and thought that everything was going good, and all of that stuff was taken away from me. I've had to start over. I've had to change my last name. I had to start over. I had to change my identity. I went from being sheltered and then going out and living a life of sin. I've been the fornicator who now wants to live a life of abstinence and have fallen and gotten back up again and tried it again and tried it again and tried it again. I've been the one who was the weed head and then wanted to decide to stop, but couldn't stop, but was still surrounding myself with people who was enabling it, who always had a free blunt, who always had my weakness freely available to me. So by all means, I'm coming here to let you know that the God of all comfort, the God who knows your beginning from your end and your end from your beginning, and everything that you're going through and will go through, He will send divine connections to be able to help you through this process. Allow God to heal the stony places. Allow God to heal where you have been. You've been cheated on. You've been rejected by someone that you have loved and would never do nothing wrong to. That type of rejection hurts. That type of abandonment hurts. You had a parent who chose drugs over you, who chose their friends over you, who chose a man over you, who chose a woman over you, who chose a whole family over you. That hurts. But blossom into your raw truth. Don't hide it no more. Don't hold back from it no more. Do not hide from who that person will be if you feel the pain. You feel like you got to hold on to the hurt and everything else so that you want to allow somebody else to get that close to you no more. I'll never be mad at fool again. The enemy sends people as well. Let's keep that in mind. Yes, God sends people, but the enemy has his own minions as well. He has people that is leading their flesh, who is leading by their flesh, who is led by their flesh, who is actually have a strong sin nature and that has no desire to do what the Lord wants them to do. Them people will hurt you and think nothing of it. But as there are definitely people who are sent by the enemy, there's people sent by God as well, who will be equipped enough to help you through that hurt, who will be able to say, oh, that's nothing. Now, let me tell you what I did. Oh, that's nothing. Been there, done that. I know exactly where you at. Or how about this? Wow, I've never been there before. But look at your strength. Look at your endurance. Look at your persistence. Look at how God has kept you. Blossom into your raw truth. Not even your raw facts, but your raw truth. The truth is what God says. I am the head and not the tail, and I place only above and not beneath. I am the apple of his eye. That I am victorious. That my faith guarantees victory. He says that I am fearfully and wonderfully made, and I am made in his image. He says that if I am his child, I would bear these fruits. He says that he would guarantee me good success if I follow after him. So even with you embracing your raw truth, make sure you keep stay in obedience as well. Because God is going to send you people that's going to be able to help you and aid you in this process. And you're going to want to end up putting that wall up that you're used to putting up. But he's going to end up giving you the okay. He's going to give you the green light to put it down. And when he do it. Don't think you're protecting yourself by being rebellious. Don't think you're protecting yourself by not allowing anybody to get close to you. Because think about it. The Lord has definitely put us all in fellowship with one another. You know what I'm saying? He has a system to where people help people, where we are his vessels. So he's going to send people for sure to bless you, to pour out into your bosom, to give you good measure, shaken down, pressed together, and runneth over. But how can you do that if you don't allow people to come in your cycle? Who don't allow people to come in your space? Who don't allow people to come into your mind? For real, for real. What's going on with your mental? How are you really feeling today? If you're not into your raw truth, every time you get asked that, fine, good, all is well. When realistically, you're hurting inside. Realistically, you're broken inside. That's where that raw truth comes in. I cannot put on another mask. I don't even feel like wearing a mask today. I don't feel like hiding behind this smile. In fact, I would rather if everybody just left me alone. In fact, I would rather just have space, like leave me be. I don't want attention. I don't want pity. I don't want sorrow. I really want to just be. Embrace it. Embrace how you are when you're not pretending. And let God fix that. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm straight. I'm good. I'm fine. I done seen all these other people worse off than me. Okay, pride and ego talking. Identify that. Identify what spirit you're being led by. Is it the Holy Spirit? Is it pride? Is it ego? Is it lust? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? What's really driving you? Is it a place of brokenness? Is it a place of hurt? Embrace your raw truth. Let the Lord heal you. Let the Lord aid you, because the truth is that God loves you. And God will take wherever you are, bring you through it, and allow you to reach back and help another. Because yes, the enemy comes to kill, comma, steal, comma, and destroy, comma. And there's people who have not been destroyed. Those people were not destroyed, but they were left broken. Go back and help them. Go back and minister to them. Go back and show your light. Go back and be the salt of the earth. For real. And be raw. You don't even got to be holier than thou. You don't got to be perfect. Be you. Be who God has called you to be. Even in your process. I used to think that to be able to minister to other people, I had to be perfect. What an illusion. What a lie from the pits of hell. Who's perfect? There's only been one. One. I'm progressing. I'm not perfect. So yeah, sometimes you may be wondering why I had to go through that, why it had to be me, why da. You're much stronger than what you think you are. Like I said, the Lord knows your end from your beginning. You will get through this. Go before the Lord. Wholeheartedly. Go before Him. Stay on your face. Stay in prayer. Lay prostrate before the King. Praise and worship Him because you are still here. Every day He is giving you breath in your lungs. He letting that heart of yours beat. Ask Him what to do with that pain and that sorrow that you've been through. You done lost loved ones that you never thought you would have to live without. And every day it hurts to have to live without them. Ask the Lord what to do with that. Ask the Lord, like really call Him out. Father, you said that you are the God of all comfort. I'm not feeling it. I need to feel it. You said that you love me unconditionally. Why do I feel like you are silent in this season? Why do I feel like you are so far from me in this season? Why do I feel like I've done so much wrong that you done rejected me? Reveal yourself if that's the case. Be 100 with Him. All right, y'all. So that's the word on today. Blossom into your raw truth. And it's so dope that the word is blossom. Because that's the process. That's the process to be able to open up. A lot of us get so hard body. We look hard. We act hard. We act aggressive. We act dominant. We act like can't nothing get to us. But the reality of the situation, so many things have gotten to us that now we're hard. It's an illusion. All right. I'm supposed to be closing out. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. If you ever need prayer, if you ever need a listening ear, inbox or email or however else it is that you need to be able to get to me or reach me, I'm down for it. I'm willing. I'm willing to be your spiritual accountability partner. I'm with it. I'm making myself available to you. May the Lord bless you as you are blossoming. I'm going to keep saying it again. Please not harden your heart. Because He's about to reveal some things and deal with some things that's going to hurt. It's going to feel like you're reliving it again. Don't tap out. Push through. Don't turn away. Don't run back to where you was. Push through. Get on the other side of this. Love you lots. Toodles.